And back we come. That was the wrong button to press. I want that one. Right. Where were we? Right. We're doing the Endermite thing. And the Ender. I'm probably going to put a railway across the top of these as well. Just to make this trip a little bit quicker. It is a straight shot. It'll be easy to do. Hey, Pooks. How you doing? Coming up, the miserable efforts to spawn an Endermite. Always a tremendous pain in the bum. Tired. The back is not great. A bit better than it was last night though. Last night was pretty miserable. Seems to have loosened up a bit overnight though. But yeah, still not doing particularly good. But coping enough to be able to keep streaming. The focus is a bit all over the place today because of it, but we're getting there. Okie dokes. Now, let me make sure. Is this the height at which we're going to need to have him? I think we need to go a couple higher, actually. Come to think of it. So if they're going to come across there... I think we want it on this block. I think we're going to want a box too wide to make my life easier as well. So we have a little box to put the Endermite in. Is there anything else important I'm forgetting? I don't know. Probably. Special name tag. Minecart. Alright, here we go. There we go, not bad. Name tag. And minecart. Get in the minecart. There it goes. Holy shit, I've never done that easy in my life. Oh, who was here last time I tried to do this? Fucking nightmare. What was that, 6 pearls? Yeah, must have been 6 pearls because we've got 10 left. Amazing. He's on the wrong side though. Oop. Let's see here. You're going to be able to pull the minecart over this way yourself? No, probably not. Shove. Ow! No! Bye. I was just trying to shove the minecart across. Alright. That's a definite earned block on the Grave of Shame. And I think to celebrate the payment for a falling death is glass. I'm not sure whether falling into the void counts. Do we have a special void one? No, just not that button. I don't think we have a special void one, do we? No, it's just glass. But I think considering we were dealing with blue glass when we're doing that, we'll use a piece of blue glass instead of clear glass to celebrate that particular death. Come on. Got him. Ah, that sucked. Tall Pelican, thank you for the follow. Nope, gonna need that. Man, we went so long without having to put any blocks in the Grave of Shame, and then we built the ocean farm, and then we kind of broke our streak for a while there. We went months without a death. And now 2 deaths in 2 weeks. I think I turned my tap off quite enough. Doink! What's the music? The music is from Teknoaxe. Teknoaxe. That's where I get all my royalty-free music for my YouTube videos and stuff. And I use it here on the Minecraft streams because these replays go up on YouTube's as well. Alright, let's go ring the shame bell and move on with our lives. Shame. 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 Ridiculous. I'm just going to jump up real quick and turn my tap off. I can hear it dripping. It's bugging me. Thank you for waiting. This is glass, not sponge? Yeah, there's too many sponges on that Grave of Shame. Right then. Let's see if we can manage this mate. Yeah. Where's the rest of my platform? Where it is. Concerning. Actually, what I should have done is bought a second minecart with me to see if we can use that to shove it. I wonder if water would work, or would water break the cart and let it out? That's interesting. Why aren't these collecting the bits of glass I've been dropping? Oh, I guess they're just in land rot or something. Weird. Think then do, Bunty. Think then do. Alright. Can't knock me off now, can you? Move. Why can't I move it? Move! There it goes. Cheeky bugger. Right, how am I going to get to the other rail? Here's where things get tricky. I think I'm on target there. Gently. Oh, nailed it. Hooray! Right then. Think then do. Bloody think then do. No, it's gone forever. How will I ever replace that blue glass? Right, now... carpet. How do we want to do this? Oh, I think we actually need a base layer back here, don't we? Can I jump stack of carpet? I sure can. What the? What did I just drift then? Oh, hey! Why am I drifting? Steady on. I can't put carpet up. Alright, okay. I can do this. Is that going to interfere? Now, let me think for a second. I think I'm doing this wrong. In theory, it should be safe enough from them as it is. I seem to remember this design needed carpet to come out this way, though. Do I risk it? I should be trying to get it. I probably can't get it from there. Maybe this is where I needed the extra. Stop them trying to skirt. Yeah, this is how I'm supposed to do it. I remember now. Chat who's gone all quiet on me. Did nobody come back after the break? Think, then do. Could have sworn there was a way to put carpet on top of that, but I guess not. What could possibly go wrong? Seems to be about right from what I remember of this design. Actually, I think that is supposed to be resting on a piece of carpet instead of the glass, but I don't think that'll make a difference. I can do that to help, I guess. Make sure that any of them aren't going to try and jump into the cart. What the... Oh, I was going to say, were there two in there? But no, it's a piece of carpet that's floating back and forth. I thought he was taking damage for a second there, and then I thought there were two of them. Alright, in theory, we might be ready to be functional here. See how well my memory holds for this design. I see what I've done wrong here. I haven't left myself a way in. There we go. Okay. Ourselves in. I can hear them already. Oh, hot damn, it's working. There we go. Whoops, shit. Didn't even look at them. Well, there we go. That wasn't so easy. Or so hard. Am I going to get myself into trouble if I start trying to slaughter them right now? Have I forgotten anything important? Let's find out. Nope, easy peasy. I do need a better sword though. But now that we have an easy way to get XP, I can enchant a better sword. Drop box is in the wrong place, I think. What do you mean my drop box? You mean the collection box or the box that they fall into? Checked out when you did. Screw you. The collection box? That's fine. It's collecting stuff. Like I said, I'm not really concerned about actually collecting the drops. This is more about XP than anything else, because I really don't use ender pearls that often. And we already have, the stronghold located, so we don't need mass quantities of ender pearls or anything. I mean, they're useful, but... Stop dancing around, jerk. Yeah, it seems about right for the number we just killed. Right, sounds like nobody's been able to get to our mighty might. Let's have a look at it from this angle. Yeah, no, they're not even coming close to it. It's fine. Cool. So we'll go get ourselves a better sword. We'll think about putting some safety rails or a minecart system to go back and forth. Probably both, actually. Safety rails and a minecart system might be a good idea. Here we go. Functional XP farm. Hooray! Well, that is... Ow. I think one might be after me. I can't stop to look back though, because if he knocks me off, I'm dead again. You shouldn't be able to teleport to the fucking leaf blocks though. That's the whole point of using them. Yep. I must have glanced at one or something. For fuck's sake. Did you just come here so I can kill you? No? Alright then. Anchor for a second. He's just staring right at me. Oh wait, I've got my little safety platform right here. I didn't realize when I built another one right over there. How did I not see that? Weird. Boink. Alright, let's go carve ourselves a brand new sword. Let's see if we get lucky. Before we do that, what do we got? Thorns, sharpness, piercing, infinity, efficiency, piercing, sharpness 1, sharpness 4. Okay, sharpness 4 we can smack right on there. Let's see what we get out of the enchant as well. We'll keep the sharpness 4 book until we have a sword worthy of putting it on. Not instead of doing it the other way around, I think. Okay. Smite. Why smite? Let's see if we can reset this with a book. Looting. There we go. Sharpness. We'll take the looting and the sharpness. We got looting, fire aspect. Damn it. Not ideal for killing Endermen because they get set on fire and try and teleport. Although the way we built that farm shouldn't be a problem. Bane of the Anthropods. Boo. Good enough though. Better than what we had. Still don't have a bloody mending villager though, do we? Crap. I don't think sharpness can go on with Bane of the Anthropods, can it? Alright, let's I guess disenchant this and try again. Speaking of swords, found a website recently that makes custom-made real swords. Nice. Customize everything from the blade all the way down to the hilts. It costs anywhere from 100 to 1,000. Yeah, that seems about right. That's a fairly labor-intensive stuff. Is it properly like forged, or is it just like sheet metal? Looting 3. Unbreaking. Take looting. Oh, we got sharpness 4 anyway. Looting 3, sharpness 4. Not bad. I wonder if we can get... Can we get Unbreaking on a book enchant? I forget. Or it has to be enchanted directly. Where are you? What do I do with them? Looting, efficiency, okay. Screw you then. Alright, let's go degub. I'm all jammed up here. I wanted to say it's properly forged. Nice. Probably worth the money then. Because yeah, that's a pretty high skill thing to make a properly forged sword. If they're just sort of cutting it out of sheet metal and sharpening the edge, it's less special. Actually, no, we're going to keep those because I'm going to make a railway. I know we're talking about Ultra Sabers a couple of weekends ago. Getting a custom-made saber. Took a poke around their site. They make a Thundercat's hilt. Like a lightsaber hilt, and the regular lightsaber blades go in it. But the hilt itself is designed like the Thundercat's sword. And I was like, ah! Mead! Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Wow! It was very cool. I forget how much it was, but it wasn't cheap. Thundercats is awesome, yes. How the song go? Thundercats are out of sight? Thundercats or something? I remember the melody of the theme song from the old show. Don't remember the new one. I do remember liking the new Thundercats show, even though, you know, it got cancelled basically. Didn't get the viewership it should have. Maybe Netflix will give it another go someday. I forgot what I was going to say. I saw the light starting to flash. I thought, oh, someone's followed. The alert was delayed further than the flashing lights this time. That was weird. It never happens. Thank you ever so much, Anthony. $30 for the new Z Fund. I will put that towards a nice gin. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. All right, let me finish degubbing here. Nope, don't have room for those things. Throw them away. Throw that away. And we'll store that old sword in favor of that one. Right, Anthony, let's go get you a block for your grave. Wait, you have a grave here, don't you? Yes, you do. We put one up last weekend, didn't we? Stream Game Dinner, thank you very much for the resub. 14 months. In a row. 21 months total, actually. 21 months worth of subs right there. Thank you ever so much. Get some love in the chat, please, people, because that's how we do around here. We spam emotes. It's the simplest thing we can do to say thank you for the sub. Right, Anthony, do you remember where I put your bloody grave? Because I don't. And we need... Emerald block. Emeralds. I think I put you over here somewhere, didn't I? Is this you? No. There you are. I can do this without the scaffolding. You can just jump. Boink. Thank you. Wait to see that at night. Oh, actually, you know what? You don't have to wait. The sun's going down. The emerald glows. It's awesome and shit. Boink. The day 18 just says boomer. Incorrect. I am actually Gen X. I did go grey early. You know, my first grey hairs appeared when I was 19. But I assure you, I am Generation X, not boomer. Thank you for your valuable contribution to the stream, though. I'm just going to wait around here till sunset so we can see all the glowing graves. Rip-off of Minecraft or what, bitch? What are the rules? Can we curse? What are you talking about? What are you doing, kid? Does your mum know you're on the computer? This is actual Minecraft. It just looks a bit different from regular Minecraft because I'm running a ray tracing shader, so it looks all fancy and shit. Which answers your other question about cursing. That sounds exactly like something a boomer would say. Got me! That's offensive. That's actually the first time I've had someone come in and think this is a rip-off Minecraft because it looks so much fancier than real, you know, stock Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft. Bet you're a console player, aren't you? You got no idea what good graphics looks like. Yeah, she says you're hot and she wants your number. I've never had I fucked your mum come from the other direction before. Didn't see that one coming. I was warming up to that angle of joke, but beat me to it. Cheeky little bastard. Yeah, I do love this texture pack. This is a stock texture pack that you can actually just get. It's called Lithos Core. If you type in !MC in the chat, Moobot will tell you all the things I've done. The nice thing about this texture pack is it's available in Java, which is what we're in now, but it's also, you can buy it off the Bedrock Marketplace. So if you play on Windows 10, Xbox, PlayStation 4 now, welcome to the club. Switch, whatever, or even mobile, you can also get this texture pack there as well. It's free for Java users, but you have to pay, I think it's like $7. Or maybe $5 American, or whatever it is. But yeah, Lithos Core texture pack. It's probably my favorite. I do like a nice, you know, classic 32-bit pack, but Lithos Core is just very attractive. Especially when you run it with the ray tracing shader, so you can see the diamond blocks all sparkle and reflect and stuff. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Just the cool, intense glow of a brand new emerald block is the word I'm looking for here. Thank you, Anthony. Right, now we have to make it home again without getting blowed up. Oh, I just, no. It was just a bit of light reflecting off some grass. I thought I saw a creeper come up the stairs. We're good. Love Optifine plus Seuss. Yeah, Seuss used to be my go-to shader. That used to be my stock shader. I love the way it handled light, but of course, I mean, the same guy who made Seuss, by the way, makes this ray tracing texture pack. It's not done yet. It's still working on it. And you have to subscribe to his Patreon for at least $10 a month to get access to these preview versions of the ray tracing shader. But yeah, same guy. Very smart person. At least when it comes to graphics and shaders and shit like that. He might be a complete idiot anywhere else in life. I don't know. Never met the guy. But I like his work. Says it's been modified slightly. What exactly do you do with it? Oh, the texture pack? I don't think it's actually currently modified. There's a few changes that I made that I don't think are currently actually active. Or are they? No, that's... I think but yeah, some of the changes I made... Ooh, hello. I did modify some of the mobs, but I don't... like I said, I don't think they're currently active. Yeah, it was just a couple of changes to revert. Actually, no, I know. One of the things I changed was the water bucket. I don't like how the water bucket looks in this texture pack, so I plopped in the standard 32-bit one. I wonder if I can show it to you elsewhere in the interface. But there's just a couple of small things like that. Nothing big. Sub to his Patreon, but I didn't know he made this pack. Well, if you sub to his Patreon, I mean, he posts about it every month or two when he brings out a new version, so... Are you not getting your emails from Patreon? Do you prefer low-res packs or high-res packs? I prefer at least 32. Like, the default Minecraft just is a bit too chunky. There are from 64 ones that I like, but I've never actually used on a long-term basis. 32 is sort of my comfort zone, and that's what this pack is. This is 32. But yeah, the super high-res ones just look a bit too clean for Minecraft. It looks a bit weird. I never got used to it. That said, there is a couple that I'm going to be fiddling with as I sort of test out some more ray tracing stuff going forward versus NVIDIA's one, things like that. But yeah, I like Minecraft to maintain some of its chunkiness. Right, what was I doing? All right, I remember. Oh yeah, we need more iron because I'm going to need a few extra mine carts. But there is a creeper out here somewhere I'm wary of. Where's he gone? I'm going to run for it. The world looks amazing. How long have you built it? We started this world when 1.14 first hit snapshot territory, so... Was it May? It was May we started this world. Can you read the chat or what? Yeah, I do read the chat. I sometimes get distracted when I go off on a tangent. There are some parts of chat I just ignore because you're just being a silly little kid. If you want to talk to me about something honest and serious, I'm more than happy to engage, but if all you want to do is make mum jokes, then I'm kind of bored of that already. Alright, let's sit here and generate a little bit of iron. We don't need much. Shouldn't take long. While we're here... Yeah, no, I do hit, yeah. So I've got a little modified texture back over here that contains like the 5 or 6 different textures that I've plopped in over the top of Lithos Core. Underneath that I have default improved, which I don't think shows through much, but the texture mapping on that I think comes through with the ray tracing shadows, so the bump maps and stuff default to that. And of course the better leaves to make the trees look poofy. What have I got installed here at the moment? Yeah, I need to clear this out. There's some old crap in here. Yeah, I think it might be time to say goodbye to our friendly little neighborhood troll. You're really not taking the hint that you don't put up with that stuff around here, so... Bye. Reported him early for being underage. He's taking a while to die. Probably 10 years old almost. Well, I don't know. He's probably a bit older than that, but he's acting like a 10-year-old, so I have limited patience for that. I did give him a chance, didn't I? I gave him a fair go. Yeah, he didn't quite drop it when he just wasn't getting the response he wanted. He just kept plugging away. That's always the pity about those little funny little trolls. I mean, they're not being particularly obnoxious. You know, it's not as if they're coming in here and with you know, racism or that kind of garbage. They're just trying to get a funny little rise out of someone, but you need to know when to call it quits. When that's your game. Either just engage properly in chat or move on to a different streamer and see if you can get a rise out of them. But yeah, if you don't know, if you can't recognise when enough is enough, then I'm just going to ban you. I don't have time for that. Am I funny? Is someone being funny and having a laugh? No, me neither. I mean, we got regulars around here who like to do that shit. But yeah, it's the, you got to call your shots. I don't see trolls much in chit chat anymore. It seems to be a rare thing these days. It seems to be calming down a bit, yeah. I don't know whether it's the auto mod being sort of disincentivizing that, or streaming coming to a place where more and more streamers are more aware of how to deal with those people, so they don't get the reaction they want as often. So it's not as rewarding to try and do that anymore. The old "don't feed the troll" thing has finally sunk into more and more people. Or, more and more of these kind of sites are having zero tolerance policies, so you know, you get your account completely banned a little bit more reliably than once upon a time when it was a Wild West kind of situation. It's probably a combination of things. Never had that much of a problem with trolls on this channel, though. Thanks to the, you know, lower profile and my general attitude, I think, and the attitude of you guys. Not really engaging with them in the way they want to be engaged with, in general. As soon as he turned up and said boomer, I knew what we were in for, though. I had a suspicion we'd wind up having to block him. Shrug. Alright. How many minecarts do you reckon? We probably only need a few. We'll make like 5 minecarts. Just have a few spare on either end. Shouldn't need them, but always handy to have. We should have enough rail, though. Pretty sure we've got enough rail already. I didn't really notice before in this texture pack, but it looks like the iron golems have got little booties on. Or maybe their feet are just dirty. Baby booties? Or maybe they're just scorched. It's ash. Tell you what, I love the campfires. The campfires have made mob killing so much more pleasant. You sit them right on top of hoppers. You don't have to dick around with minecart, hopper crap. What I do is, I think I would like it if they did a little more damage a little more quickly. Yeah, I think one of my favorite recent additions. I hear tell them 1.15 you can put them out with a shovel now. Hooray! Nice one, Paul. Campfires are a thing. Personally, wish that included tent to go with them. Yeah. Maybe we'll get that in the next update. Because that's been on the wish list for a while. Either a campsite or a sleeping bag or some kind of temporary bed that doesn't reset your spawn necessarily, but does flip the day for you or something. I mean, you can always put a bed down and take it back up again, but yeah, you know. It'd be nice to be able to set up a little campsite and have, you know, a camp cot or a sleeping bag with slightly different rules to a regular bed. What other campsite kind of features would you want? I don't know. What if you could take a bucket of water, put it on a campfire with like maybe a fish or something and make a soup like that? Like some sort of alternate food source. Or maybe with zombie... Yeah, rotten flesh, bucket of water on a campfire, make some sort of food source out of that. Looks like camping mode for 1.12. I'm sure there is. Once you place down 2 chests inside the tent, everything can be accessed from a GUI. Alright. Drink. Drink. Alright. One more. I said 5, didn't I? Make it 5. I also need to check on my glass supplies. I don't know whether I want to make the safety rails out of glass or fences. We do have a buttload of wood. Glass might be more visually pleasing to zip past on a minecart. My back is really starting to bother me. I did take another couple of painkillers when I took my break, but how long ago was that? Oh, right. Okay, so that was an hour ago. That should have kicked in by now. Guess they're not gonna. Not good enough anyway. Speaking of Minecraft, ever since Microsoft bought No Yang, Minecraft, would you consider Minecraft an indie game still? No, it's not an indie game. I don't know whether AAA is the right word for it, because AAA kind of implies a certain kind of experience. It's certainly not indie anymore by definition. It's not independent at all. It's owned by one of the richest companies in the world. That said, I am glad that Microsoft have avoided screwing it up in the way we all feared they might. I mean, you know, they've monetized the Bedrock Edition because that's just the way games work these days. But the way they've done it is inoffensive, and they haven't screwed over Java players. I remember saying, you know, what was it, 3-4 years ago when that happened? Or was it longer than that now? Whatever. I remember predicting that Java development was basically going to stall out in favor of you know, the C++ code base that comprises Java. Comprises Bedrock. But to their credit, they really haven't screwed over Java players. And it was going to be difficult to, because so much of the player base is there, especially the hardcore guys who, you know, play the modded Minecraft and all that kind of stuff. But you know, they've actually committed to keeping the 2 disparate version of keeping them in step as far as feature sets go and things like that, so it's been quite impressive actually. I might need more rails. I don't remember how many stacks of leaf blocks we used up to get over there, but I think we might need more than that. We'll see how far we get. I mean, we do have to put some powered rails in between them. Cool. Don't know whether that's going to be enough levers, but that's a start. Well, here's a thought. Can you even... we need to test that. Can you even... What have I done with my leaf blocks? I don't remember if a leaf block will transmit a redstone signal properly. In the way we need it to, at least. Oh, hang on. Oh, crapola. I can't actually put... I can't put rails on top of a leaf block. That screwed me over. I thought that was a thing you could do. I thought they changed that. Maybe it's... I'm thinking of something else. Well, I guess we won't be minecarting back and forth unless I want to replace all those leaf blocks, which we might do eventually, but not now. Not now! Actually, these can live in there as well. But we do at least need to put some safety rails in, so I can run across there without fear. Let's see. Oh, we've got plenty of blue stuff. We'll use that. That should be enough, surely. Let's see. Blue for the safety rails. Do we need anything else while we're over there? Probably not. I consider a tripling can. Yeah, I think by definition it probably is, but I don't know. Still feels weird calling it a AAA game. I mean, it is literally the world's best-selling game. There are more players active on Minecraft than there are even on Fortnite. By about, I think the difference is about 33%. Like, I did check the numbers recently for a video I was making. I forget which video it was in. But active players for Fortnite was like something like 70 million. Minecraft was 135 million, or something along those lines. Either way, Minecraft has way more active players on a monthly basis than Fortnite does. Where if you ask most people will tell you Fortnite is the most popular game in the world right now. It's just higher profile because it's newer. And it's an esports thing, I guess, as well. It's nuts, though. Surprised me when I found those numbers. Okay. This is always tedium. Worth doing though. Thank you, G-Man, for the 300 bitteroonies. Trying to remember what video I needed those numbers for. It was a recent video. I don't remember which one it was. Actually, no, I do remember which one it was, because it was about Minecraft itself. It was the video I did when PlayStation finally got their Bedrock version. So I was talking about the player bases on various platforms and how Microsoft don't really publish that material. But my assumption was, based on the install base of the PlayStation 4 and the fact that Minecraft is the most played game on the face of the planet, chances are, of the console players, more would be on PlayStation. So that version being kind of a little bit broken as it is kind of a big deal. Minecraft is my personal best game of the decade. Played it every year since the original release. Well, I mean, Minecraft is about a decade old if you count, you know, the earliest alpha versions. Was it 2001? I mean 2011? I think it was 2011, the first alpha version. Yes, yeah, there you go. So near a decade itself. I'm gonna need more glass. This is a longer path than I remember building. It is certainly easily the game I've spent the most time in. Even measured against Pokemon. I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in Pokemon games, but that's across various versions. Comes. Alright, while we're here, that's interesting. Doesn't seem like we're having a mobcap issue. No lag either. That's nice. What a noise. That was only 20%. Somebody good maybe to this game, still play Minecraft. I actually haven't done very much multiplayer Minecraft at all. I did a few mini games here and there on the stream. Like when the Bedrock version first introduced the servers and things like that, but pretty much like 99.98% of my time in Minecraft has been single player survival. I don't even spend that much time in creative. Hardly any. So little that I often get confused about how to fly properly in creative. I feel awkward when I do it. Be careful about breaking those leaf blocks back there. Oh jeez. Alright, we might get a fair whack of the way back. Right, did I? I better kill this guy. I don't remember whether I looked at his face on the way down. There we go. Now we should be safe. I can put my back against the other glass now, so I don't have to be quite so careful. So playing Minecraft in October 2010, with the early alpha versions. Yeah, it wasn't until it was when 1.7 came out when I jumped aboard. So I was fairly late to the game, comparatively speaking. I was exposed to it before then. So I was dating a girl who had a kid. He was 5 at the time, and he fucking loved Minecraft. So I would watch him play and watch him build all these crazy ass shit. He's one of those very, very smart 5-year-olds too. Like, he's going to be a big deal. Kind of smart. A physicist or something. But yeah, he was building this crazy ass shit, and just watching him do that, and without any context of what Minecraft was or how it worked properly, I was amazed by it. But then, you know, I started watching more and more Achievement Hunter content, and of course one of their biggest things, you know, 7 years ago, it's still pretty big now, but particularly 7 years ago, was their Minecraft Let's Play series, which they did, I think they started on the Xbox 360 version. And just watching those guys play it, and because they're my age basically, most of them are anyway, I started thinking, well, if those guys are having that much fun with it, maybe I really should give it a go and not write it off as just a stupid little kid's game. Which, ironically enough, is what I originally did with Pokemon as well. I used to make fun of my friend. Oh, it's a stupid little kid's game. What are you doing? Play a real game. Then I finally tried it out of curiosity and discovered what beautiful joy it was. You'd think I'd learned my lesson. Alright, so we need maybe 2 more stacks of this blue, if I'm going to guess. Shouldn't be too hard. Only 3 days to go until the end of the decade. Mm-hmm. Rushes up on you. You think, well, Christmas is done. You got a little while till the New Year's. Nope. Of course, the next countdown is how soon until you see your first chocolate egg on the store shelves in the supermarket. Christmas done, New Year's done. If you're American, Thanksgiving's done. Easter's next. Consume! What the? Oh, right. I forgot. I was completely disoriented there. I thought, where the fuck am I? I forgot I slept in this bed. Reset my spawn. Not the first time I've done that. Again, I wish there was a sleeping platform that you could get through the night, but not necessarily reset your spawn. Chocolate, yeah. There's one thing I like about Easter, and that is a few days after Easter, because you get a buttload of chocolate real cheap. To look back, my first version was 1.1.0. Don't forget Valentine's. Oh yeah, Valentine's. Right. Yeah, that's the next consumer hype date coming up, isn't it? Oh, I need blue glass. That's what I came back for. Alright, let's see what I got. So, looks like I just need to make a few new batches. Oops. I lost my location on my keyboard there. Oh, wackadood. Alright, fine. Just throw these out. Okay. And I've got plenty of light blue dye. Just gotta wait for that to cook up. Been sitting those out. Box of chocolate eggs, surprisingly heavy. I would think so, would you? Because, you know, hollow, of course, usually. That's the whole thing. It looks like a big thing of chocolate, but it's just, you're paying like 8 times you would for just that amount of chocolate in block form. That could be something we could do on a crafty stream. Make some Easter chocolates. Paint some eggs and shit. That could be fun. Oh, you know what? Here's an idea. We could do the whole egg painting thing, but paint them up like Pokemon eggs. So many games I'm hyped for during Q1 of 2020. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Doom, Cyberpunk, the Nintendo thing, the Animal Crossing. Are sort of 3 on the top of my lists that I'm interested. I mean, very, very, very different games from one another. But those 3 spring to the top of my mind about some of the games I'm looking forward to. New World. Is it New World? That Amazon MMO. That's that'll be in the first few months of next year, apparently. Looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Hang on a sec. Oh well, I get some smooth sandstone out of that one. Didn't even notice. I was going to say, I'm sure you cook sand to get glass. I've done this gajillions of times. Why am I getting smooth sandstone? That threw me off. That was very strange. Alright, Half-Life Alyx as well. I've never been that big of a fan of Half-Life, I've got to admit. Never finished any of the other games. Played them a bit, but never bothered with them that much. But yeah, the fact that Half-Life Alyx is such a big deal for VR has me quite interested in it. Diamond Pearl remakes will bound to happen. Yeah, I saw a headline about some quote-unquote leaked information about that somewhere along the line. Might have been some sort of clickbaity YouTube video, come to think of it. Didn't watch it. But yeah, look forward to more of that this year. Leaks and guesses and fan art and all that kind of stuff. Cyberpunk's really the only game I look forward to, really? Really? I wonder if we'll get the Spider-Man sequel this year, or next year, technically. I wonder if they're going to keep that for the PlayStation 5. Be a smart thing to do. Be annoying, but it'd be smart. We may eventually get another Witcher game, yeah. That'd be interesting. I don't know how the rights work regarding TV versus video game rights. Oh, I've done that one as well, Smooth. Damn. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we do get more Witcher games out of the popularity of that television series, which is, in my opinion, adequate, but not great. The time skips were very annoying for a start, and Cavill's accents all over the fucking place, which is very distracting. That's what I'm for PS4 was BluntNate. That was more than BluntNate. It's amazing. Spectacular, even. Points in chat for anyone who understands the reference I'm driving at there. Yeah, easily one of the best games I've ever played. Especially for that kind of action RPG type of game. Easily the best. So much fun. And so well executed. Really don't envy them on the sequel, because number one, you have to try and top what most people consider one of the best games ever made. Number two, if you change something, people are going to be upset. Oh, why did you change this? It was perfect. If you don't change enough things, people are going to be upset. Oh, why didn't you? This is lazy. Why didn't you try harder? Just vomited out a sequel to make more cash. This is just a cash cow game. All games are cash cow games. It's a business, you fuckers. Yeah, I don't envy them. The bar they have to jump across. It's just, yeah. Stress, man. It's gotta be stress. If you do get Diamond Pearl remix, I'm gonna be super happy to see Dawn starting 10 She's pretty cute. did you play this? I actually haven't played the DLC yet. I did get the DLC, but I actually haven't played through it yet. I got distracted by the games, and I thought, oh, I'll come back to it after I do that, but I never actually came back to it yet. I like the thought of having more Spider-Man sitting there waiting for me to play. I kind of don't want to be done with it. I like the thought of having more Spider-Man ready. It's so weird because as much as I praise that game, I'm not done with it yet. Play which games? Yeah, the only one I've played is 3. And even then, I didn't really like it. Like, I could easily see what people love about it, but the combat felt too clunky for me. It was just, the way the combat flowed was kind of, didn't. But I did tend to boot it up quite a lot over the last few years because it makes an excellent game to benchmark when I'm reviewing graphics cards and stuff, because it is a spectacularly pretty game that has a particularly sort of reliable performance curve as you move through different hardware. There's no weirdness there. It makes a very, very good benchmark game for real-world benchmarking stuff. But yeah, never could get past the awkwardness of the combat. Saw a post on Christmas. They're getting a new Witcher game. They hired, I want to say the writer or director. Oh, they wouldn't have hired the writer. See, he fucking hates the game. He's real angry about that, apparently. He wants the rights back or something along those lines. I keep reading. Start with The Witcher 3. Witcher 1 has not aged well, and Witcher 2 is very linear with QT events. Ugh, QT events. So I hope we don't have those much anymore. Hated that trend in gaming. Oops. But yeah, the thing people tend to praise most about The Witcher is not the gameplay itself, but the world building, the quests, the characters, all that kind of stuff. Also echo BluntNate's comment, the combat in the Witcher games is very clunky. I'm glad it's not just me then. Once you get used to it, stop fighting the movement, it gets better. Yeah, like I said, I've tried a few times, but I've never just clicked with it. Like, you know, I played enough to get through... Oh, hello, guy. To get through to the first, you know, the monster fight in the story, which admittedly was pretty fucking cool. But yeah, the combat just... I don't know whether he went off the edge or he's going to teleport back to me. I think I'm safe. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well encase this whole area. I don't need the edges for anything. Might as well just make it super duper safe. And a bit of roof. Just in case we do piss off an Enderman. Right. I was thinking about giving the tunnel a roof, but I think I like it open air better so we can jump along it. Speed us up a bit. What is it? Clear blunt, core blunting? This is just glass. It just looks awesome because it's of the shader I'm using. Ray tracing shader, which gives it proper reflections and proper refractions. But it is just ordinary Minecraft glass. See? Light blue stained glass. Willie, how you doing there, mate? Yeah, it's been a while. This is working great. I like it. Actually, I might extend that roof out just a little bit too. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Shadow blue is my favorite color. Nice. I've always had a preference for red. Or sort of navy blues I quite like as well. Damn it. They put out a release date for Pokemon Home soon? Yeah. Getting kind of desperate for that myself. I've just got almost no space left on Pokemon Shield. I'd like to be able to stash some guys. Make room for more breeding. Getting real sick of accidentally clipping those leaves. Stop jumping around, you fuckers! I wonder if I put carpet down on the hoppers, would they stop leaping about like that? I do shiny hunt, yeah. I've been shiny hunting for a Zigzagoon in Shield. Not having a lot of luck. We are at 1,500 plus encounters without a shiny so far. And I do have the shiny charm and everything. I think that carpet will stop them jumping. They see hoppers is not full blocks. Yeah, that was my thought too. But I already put away the carpet. I'll have to bring some back next time. The trick is going to be being able to put the carpet down, because we don't get a lot of room between spawn. I guess I could try and make them jump and put it down. The carpet would also help me with the experience too, because as you can see, it is getting stuck on the hop. In fact, you know what? Let's go get some carpet. Let's just do it now while we're talking about it, because I do need to be able to collect that experience better. That's the whole point of that friggin' farm. All slabs would do as well, yeah. I don't have any wood. I could have just made that smooth sandstone into slabs. You know what? Might as well cap this off. Why not? Got a spare glass. Would you mind terribly getting out of my way? Thank you. Not gonna say it, treason. Not gonna say it. You thought you could trick me, but you're wrong. Pretty blue sky in the end. Yeah. Funny little glitch in the I think it's the shader's fault, not the texture pack's fault. I like it though. Makes it not a much more pleasant place to be. This, oh, it was just a drowned. Something caught my eye. That was weird. Big lag there. Alright, carpet. Where did I put the carpet? Let's go with the yellow for the contrast. Why not? I'll bring some slabs as well, just in case. Given the thickness of carpet, would carpet count as slabbed slab? The what? Slabbed slab? You having a stroke? If you're asking whether it counts as a full block to stop them hopping up and down, I don't know. That's why I bought slabs and carpet. I don't know what's worse today, the bloody humidity or my back. They're both making me quite uncomfortable. Soldering on. Must be sitting on a chunk border here. Nope. Why are you rendering in so weird when I arrive? Weird. Oh wait, no, there it is. I am on a chunk border. It's right there. That's why it keeps cutting off half this platform as I spawn in. And that answers that question. Facepalm for, Paul. Chunk borders are hard to see when this shader pack is on. You have to see it at just the right angle. Alright, let's quickly bonk. Nope, I need to go bonk bonk. Come on, before it gets too crowded. There we go. They still seem a bit jittery, don't they? I might have to go with the slabs. Yeah, they're still jumping up and down a bit. Thank you, Tyrene, for the mini bits, 500 bits. Thank you. Discussing the topic of fiber internet with a fellow Aussie friend of mine earlier. I was in shock when he said that very few have it in Australia. Internet households in Sweden have it. Yeah, there wasn't a big rollout of optical fiber in Australia. It was mostly used for delivery of cable TV. And as such, it was laid out in a way that using it for internet resulted in quite a lot of issues with... stop jumping around. Quite a lot of issues with congestion. Alright, let's try slabs. Get out of the way. Daffy bastard. Okay. There we go. That's the start. Come on. Christ almighty. So annoying. Out of the way. You know what might help me? Oh no, if I close those gates to stop them falling, I might put a endermite in danger. Thank you for the bit. Half a yay. Reason to come up was because the city's internet was very fast. It was like 34 megabits per second. Yeah. Yeah, fast in Australia has a very different scale when compared to lovely countries like Sweden, which have good internet. Yeah, it's tricky in Australia because our population is quite large, but also quite spread out. Because we are a very large country. Thank you, half a year, for many more bits. In places like Sweden and Germany and all that kind of place, the populations are quite dense, so it's easy to make a rollout for a large chunk of the population over a much smaller area. That was one of the things that held back Australian internet for a while. It was very expensive to cover large chunks of the population. Trying to clear a space here, guys. Come on. Half a yay, thank you again. God, I'm not having much bloody luck here. Ah, damn it. I could have got it then. Get out of the way! The farm is too efficient. I can't clear a space quickly enough. 150 megabit here. No fiber sadly. All these bits. Look at all the bits. We have good internet now. Which helps my mum upgrade to 500. Yeah. See, I'm on one of the fastest connections possible for like a residential place. And even mine is about 95 down. Theoretically, it should be 100, but I get practically 95. And about 45 up. And that is considered unusually fast for an Australian. Thank you again, half a yay. Just 95 bits for $2. Nice. In comes Extreme Game DNet. Right, now I have to go away and do the thing.
Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. Feel the magic, hear the roar. Thundercats are loose.
There it
Thunder,
is.
thunder, thunder. Thundercats, thunder. Thunder, thunder. Thundercats, thunder. Thunder, thunder. Thundercats, thunder. Thunder, thunder. Thundercats.
Thank you for reminding me of the lyrics we were trying to remember before. Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. Thank you again, half a yay. And also 4 minute numbers. And also half a yay again. That's what I had before, and that works just fine. Yeah, I mean, it's practical enough for me to be able to sort of upload 4K content when I need to and things like that. Like the video I put up, the second Xbox video I put up when I was talking about 8K and all that sort of stuff. I deliberately uploaded that video at 4K 60. I mean, that still took a while. That was a 60 gig file, but regular Australian internet, you know, before what we have now, it just wouldn't have been even remotely practical to even think about uploading a 4K 60 video file to YouTube. It would have taken days. Whoop. That's what I get for looking at chat. Wait, how come every time I come back here it's sunset? It's weird. 150 upskin is best in Australia? Yeah, for residentials. That's basically the best you can hope for. There are faster than that for business connections and specific dedicated lines and shit like that, but yeah. 150 up is the best you can hope for in an average household. Okie dokie. So, extreme game dinner. You have just earned yourself a emerald block. Now I've got to remember which one was your grave. Where are you? Is this you? No, that's Jamet's. There you are. I knew you were one of these ones. Too high. Boink. Thank you. Respect, Cod. No, not Torch. Cod. Not Torch. Cod. My mouse wheel's gone weird. What's up? Weird. I ruined the Emerald Tower. Yeah, you did. You've gone too high now. Gone way too high. It's an Uber Tower now. Thank you very much for that. Now I can get an even slightly nicer bottle of gin for New Year's. Alright, what was it? Alright. I was trying to slab up the thing. That's what I was doing. Searching a bit on Google the other day. The best internet you can get if you register for a private company address here in Sweden is 10k 10k. Holy moly! What does that cost? Cost something like 10k or 10k dollars to install. Damn, dude. That's big fat data center pipes. A man can dream. I get 219 up and 11 down. Wait, what? How does that even work? What is that type of connection? Is that a typo, or do you literally mean 219 up and 11 down? Like megabits a second we're talking? It's crazy. That must be a optical connection, right? Congestion choking out the down. Some demos manages to sever a cable and fuck the whole area out of non-mobile hotspot internet. Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. Wait a second, didn't I roof this? Wait, what happened to my glass? Oh, hang on a sec. Does it respawn this platform every time I come through so it wipes out anything I build on there? Can I not put a roof over that platform? I think every other platform I've had has been inside the island, so I've had to dig up and out from it. I don't think I've ever had one in free air like this. Oh, okay. Well, fine then. Be that way. I guess I won't put a roof on that. Need to be, I think, 4 or 5 blocks higher. Oh, I can put a roof on it, but it has to be a certain height above it. All right. That makes... Well, that makes sense, but it also makes it useless. The whole idea with putting a low roof was to stop me running in Endermen as soon as I teleport in. Well, here's an idea. What if I do this? Move your feet. Is that clear away enough? No. Because of the way the farm works, there's nowhere else for them to go. There we go. The front block works a bit. Yeah, we're on target. Doink, doink. Excuse me, where'd my block go? Nope, can't get this edge. Put the block. Thank you. Nearly there. Come on. There we go. There we go. See? Think then do. Works every time. Oh, come on. Oh, that's because I splashed them with water, I guess. They wouldn't normally try and spawn there, but they had no other option. Thank you, Paul, for the bits. There we go. This is working much better now. A lot less hopping about. More reliable sword hits. Oh, now I managed to clear them all out. Fuck you, Minecraft. Saw that happening. Oh boy. This could be a problem. Do you guys want me, or... No, I think they'll just teleported there because of the water. Once we go away and come back, they should... Woo! Hi! How's your life going today? Excuse me. Coming through. Yeah, once we go away and make those guys despawn to come back, the farm should be working properly again. This summer, we were without internet for 46 days. Ouch. Some dude working on a digger for the fiber company dug out the fiber connection. Jesus. Took it a month and a half to fix that. That's just outrageous. Alright, let's go back. Make sure the farm is still working properly. After waiting all that time, they just changed to another cable in the same server cabinet. Bloody hell. Yeah. Not actually that surprised by that story. There we go. They're all cleared out now. And it looks like we didn't manage to lose our little guy in the cart up there with all that drama, which is what I was worried about when they were stacking up on the roof. I thought they could have got to him, but looks like they left him alone. We are all good. One fully functional XP farm. Still need a better sword though, so I can kill these guys a bit more efficiently. Still a bit of a jumpy jump problem, but not nearly as bad as it was. Stop it! Would you fucking cut it out? Thank you. Right. Groovy happy times. Actually, let's have a look at how we doing. Yeah, I'll take those back, thank you. Might as well take a few stacks of these just in case we ever need them. Save us some time. Actually, matter of fact, what if we do this? Whee! Oh shit! Oh shit! Huh. Right, yes, don't ender pearl onto leaf blocks. I can't believe I didn't fall into the void just then. Pucker factor of 7.5 right there when I realized what I'd done. Oh boy. Face meat palm. Did you see the one that Avramets posted a few days back where you don't need endermites, you just look at them and they run at you, but you're under glass and trapdoors? Yeah, you can certainly do that. It is less efficient than using the endermite though, because with the endermite, you can kill them as they spawn and run, without having to kill a batch, look at them, pull them in, then kill them. But yeah, if you don't want to dick about with the endermite, because the endermite can be a complete pain in the ass. This time around I got away with it. It was actually remarkably straightforward to do it this time, but every other time I've tried to get an endermite in a system like that, it's been a complete pain in the ass. But yeah, it's a lot less efficient doing it that way, because you can do it. Like, that's what these platforms here are for. This is where I got the ender pearls to get the endermite in the first place. We're just looking around at the guys and bringing them over here and slashing at them. But yeah, the benefit of doing a farm like that is, as I said, you can, as you're killing them, they're spawning more and more and more as you go, so it's a lot more efficient. I just want to say, sorry, if you don't want to sound fine with that, but just curious, how expensive is a 150 internet connection in Australia? It's about 70 or 80 a month, I think. What is it? My current plan is $69.95. It's one of those things where it gets auto-debited, so I forget what the actual cost is, but it's about $70 a month. You can get cheaper, but the guys I use are way more reliable. Like, I've never had to have a tech support call with them in the last 4 or 5 years. It just fucking works, and it keeps working. Which is why I'm happy to pay a slight premium over the cheaper. Like, I could get a cheaper service, but it would also mean switching to the standard NBN, because the line I've got at the moment is actually privately owned fiber to the building. Same technology as the standard NBN, but a lot less congested and privately owned. I suppose the NBN, which is publicly owned and a lot more congested, so I would get worse speeds for cheaper and probably less reliability as well. And considering that fast internet is part of, the tool I need to keep a roof over my head, it's worth spending a little bit extra. If I was just average Joe, working a normal day job, and I didn't need the internet to make my daily bread, then I probably would opt for the cheaper, slightly slower, potentially less reliable service. But yeah. You don't want to cheap out on the tools that you use to make your living. That will just cost you more in the long run than you'll ever save. Cool. I could pay $50 a month, 500. Oh yeah. Now, Australian internet is still quite expensive, comparatively speaking, to the rest of the world. But again, it's just more affordable to do that in countries that have a much more densely spaced population. Alright, I think I might call it a stream. Because the back is starting to get bad again. We did manage to go at least 4 hours today, which was my minimum target to try and struggle through. And of course, you're getting a bonus stream this week as we do the New Year's Eve stream, so not like you're going to miss out on stream time. Anything else I need to check on? You know what? I'm going back to the... Before we go, I want to make sure I log out near the iron farm at least. Sorry, I remembered AFK. Even if we live far apart, the country isn't that big. Yeah, Australia's many, many, many times bigger. It's what I forget which celebrity it was, but they refer to that kind of stuff as the best beaches in the world tax. Like, that's just the price you pay for being in Australia. We have lots of other nice things that happen because we're here. Not that I spend that much time at the beach, but it's a fun little quip nonetheless. Oh boy. Oh. Alright, I gotta go be horizontal for a while. Thank you, guys, ever so much for your company and your support. The cheers and the subs and the resubs and the tips and the talking and chat and even you lurkers. You know I appreciate you. Come for the beaches, stay for the wildfires. Yeah. At least you won't burn to death at the beach. Well, I mean, you might burn to death at the beaches because the sun's pretty intense, but it's a different kind of burn. It's a much slower roast. Yeah, the fires are still pretty out of control for those wondering. Smoke hasn't been that bad the last few days, though, which is a small blessing at least. For those of us not in the direct path of the fires, you can at least go outside and breathe properly, which is nice. SBFFU. Back feels better. Yeah, I mean it will. It always does. I just hope it feels better quickly. Is the well-wishing you're aiming for there? You know, it's been a decade and a half of this chronic back pain stuff, and it always gets better. Never gets great, but it's better than it is now. Has it rained ash yet? It did rain a little bit the other day, which helped wash some of the ash out of the atmosphere a little bit. A lot of dirty cars. But yeah, there are places in Sydney that have like just layers of ash settling on them, and people see it in their gardens and on their cars and stuff like that. It's pretty dramatic stuff. But according to the Bureau of Meteorology, conditions as far as the fires are concerned are getting slightly more beneficial to getting them under control. That said, this week is still going to be hot as fuck, so I think it must be more to do with the winds and the atmospheric pressures and shit like that. But again, thank you for your support and your company today, guys. Appreciate it all. I will spend today's tips on getting a nice bottle of gin to sip on New Year's Eve stream. Gin being a lovely, refreshing drink to have when it's warm. I do have some whiskey here, but I'm probably going to avoid the whiskey. This whiskey is a more cold weather thing for me. Bureau of Meteorology, okay, bomb. Yep, the bomb. Don't ask about the Bureau of Meteorology at airports, you get yourself in trouble. That's a thinker. Not really. Alright guys, I will catch you in a couple of days for New Year's Eve. Not sure when we're going to start, but keep an eye on the Twitter and the Discord. I will probably start sort of either mid-afternoon my time or after dinner perhaps, I don't know, but either way it will be a big chunky stream, several hours leading up to midnight, probably through midnight. Don't know what exactly we're going to be doing, but it should be a bit of fun. Always is on New Year's. Getting quite drunk and listening to pub music and stuff. Don't miss it because those streams are not archived. Until then, peace out. I hope the rest of your day is fantastic. Bye.